students, once again welcome back to the online physics class. Before going to start today's class, I would like to conduct a class test for you based on our previous class. So all of you please answer these questions and finish it. Then I will start the class. Please see the questions. Describe different types of system of units. Second one, write about fundamental units. Third one, describe units of larger distances. Describe units of smaller distances. So please answer these questions. Now I would like to revise our previous class once again. First one is different types of system of units. I told you before the Second World War, different countries used different types of system of units, and after the Second World War, all the countries following only one type of system of units still now. What is that? Before the Second World War, all the countries used types of systems CGS, MKS and FPS, and after the Second World War, all the countries are using SI system of units. Next one is fundamental units. Fundamental units. Here I already told you fundamental units means what? Units of fundamental physical quantities. Units of fundamental physical quantities are the fundamental units. So here I explained about length. Length is one of the fundamental physical quantity. Correct. So in previous class I explained about length and explained about SI units of length. And next one is larger units. Larger units is nothing but a units of larger distances. Units of larger distances are called larger units. What is the larger units? Light year, parsec and astronomical unit. I explained in previous class detailedly. Next one is smaller units. The units of smaller distances are called smaller units. And what is the examples of the smaller units? Like millimeter, centimeters, micron. These are the examples of the smaller units. So this is a recapitulation about our previous class. Now we should enter into our today's class. This is the third class in this chapter. Already we learned few topics or few concepts in this chapter. Today also we are going to learn few topics. So please watch the video and listen the concept carefully. Today's learning objective is this is the continuation topics of previous classes. So what was the last class? SI system of units of fundamental physical quantities. So I already explained you about length. Now today's learning objective is continuation of that topic. First one is mass, second one is time, and last one is temperature. About these three topics we are going to learn today. Next concept is mass. Now the definition of the mass is the quantity of matter contained in a body. Once again, mass is the quantity of matter contained in a body. Here quantity means total amount, and matter means things. Things means that object having how many things. So matter is the total amount of, mass is the, quantity means total amount. So mass is the quantity of matter contained in a body. For our convenience purpose, I inserted one image on right side on the screen. Please see that image. That image having 3 plants, correct? So I need to find any one plant mass, So according to our definition, what is the mass means? Mass is the quantity of matter. Quantity means here what is our object, plant. So that plant is on sand, correct? The plant, where the plant is there, on sand. So quantity means total amount, I told. So here total amount, quantity means total amount of matter. Matter means here the sum of sand and plant. Here plant and sand is the matter. Quantity means total amount. So here total amount of plant and sand is the mass of that object. Here object is the plant, so that plant is on the sand. So mass is the total amount of plant and sand is the mass. Okay, I hope you understood. So mass is the quantity of matter contained in a body. So here our body is the plant. Quantity of matter contained in a body. So quantity means total amount of sand and plant. Plant means here that plant having some amount of leaves, that and all will be matter. And each and every piece of sand also, that is also matter. It will be in matter. So mass is the quantity of matter contained in a body. The SI unit of mass is kilogram. SI unit of mass is kilogram. 1 kilogram, 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. That is the conversion. 1 kg means 1 kilogram is equal to how many grams? 1000 grams. And 1 quintal is equal to 100 kg. These are the conversions. It is important. 1 kg means 1000 grams. 1 quintal means 100 kg. Okay. So you have to remember, it is useful in our daily lives also. Next concept is time. Time is measurement of duration of events and intervals between them. So this is the definition of the time. I will give you an example for you. Every day in our school we are making prayer in morning time. So that is also one of the event for us. Every day we are making a prayer in our school morning 9:10 to 9:25. So the 15 minutes we are doing the prayer. So what is the duration? 15 minutes. That 15 minutes is the measurement. 15 minutes is the measurement. That 15 minutes is nothing but a time. So here time is measurement of duration of events. Okay, how much time, how much duration the event will be happens. How much duration that event will be happens, that is the measurement. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, that is the measurement, and that measurement is nothing but a time. So this is the definition of the time. Time is the measurement of duration of events and intervals between them. The SI unit of time is second. I hope you already know. In lower classes you know this thing. SI unit of time is second. Okay. 1 second is the time required for the light to propagate 29 crores 97 lakhs 92,458 meters to a vacuum. So within 1 second, light will propagate. Propagate means flowing or moving. Within 1 second, the light will travel 29 crores 97 lakhs 92,458 meters through a vacuum. So within 1 second, light will travel this much distance through a vacuum within 1 second. Okay, next one. Larger units for measuring time are day, month, year, and millennium, etc. Larger units for measuring time means what? Usually, smaller units of measuring time means what? 1 second, 2 seconds. Otherwise, 1 minute, 1 hour. Larger means what? Larger units for measuring time: day, 24 hours; month, 30 days; year, 12 months. Like that, larger units for measuring time are either day or month and year and millennium, etc. So here 1 millennium is equal to 3.16 into 10 power 9 seconds. It is very more. 3.16 into 10 power 9 seconds. This is the 1 millennium value. So this is the explanation about the time. Okay, so please remember, time is measurement of duration of events and intervals between them. So please remember, this is the explanation about time. Our next concept is temperature. Now we should discuss about the temperature. First of all, see the definition of the temperature. Temperature is the measurement of hotness of a body. Temperature is the measurement of hotness of a body. So temperature is one of the measurement. So please all of you see what I inserted the image on the screen. In that image, doctor is measuring the baby's body hotness by the use of thermometer. So after finishing the checking of the body hotness, the thermometer will show some reading like 98 degrees, 99 degrees. That is the temperature of the baby's body. Correct. So temperature is the measurement. Which measurement? Hotness of a body. Okay, like I will give you one more example for you. Generally in summer season, day by day temperature is, day by day hotness will be increasing. One day 44 degrees, one day 45 degrees, like that the temperature is increasing. Okay, temperature is increasing means what is the meaning there? Hotness of the sun is increasing. So temperature is the measurement of hotness of a body. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Not only the Kelvin, temperature having other two more units, that is degree Celsius and Fahrenheit. not only the Kelvin, two more units having the temperature, that is degree Celsius and Fahrenheit. The symbol of the degree Celsius is, please see on the screen I mentioned, that is the symbol, and Fahrenheit symbol is F. Okay, so this is the explanation about the temperature. So please be remember, temperature is the measurement of hotness of a body. Next concept is unit prefixes. Unit prefixes are the symbols placed before the symbol of a unit to specify the order of magnitude of the quantity. So this is the definition of the unit prefixes. I will give you explanation about this later. So about this unit prefixes, some points I gave you here, please see. They are useful to express very large and very small quantities. Unit prefixes are useful to express very large and very small quantities. K means kilo is the unit prefix in the unit kilometer. So kilometer unit prefix what? K. K means kilo. So instead of writing all that kilometer, we should write the unit prefix kilo. Okay, kilo means the symbol is K. Next, a unit prefix stands for a specific positive or negative power of 10. A unit prefix stands for a specific positive or negative power of 10. That means unit prefixes all are expressed by the use of a specific positive or negative power of 10. About this unit prefixes, below I given some table forms. So if you see the tabular forms, means now this concept will be understood. So please, when I explaining that tabular forms, please listen and watch carefully. Please all of you see and observe this tabular form, then only you can understood what is the prefix. So the in the tabular form, first one is power of 10, second one is prefix, and third one is symbol. So power of 10, you can see first one, 10 power 15. 10 power 15 means the prefix is peta and symbol P. First letter of the peta P. So the symbol is P. Next one, power of 10, 10 power 12. 10 power 12 means prefix what? Tera, and the symbol of Tera is capital T, first letter of Tera. And power of 10, the third one is 10 power 9. 10 power 9 prefix is giga and symbol is capital G. Fourth one, 10 power 6. 10 power 6 prefix is mega and symbol is capital M. And next one, 10 power 3. 10 power 3 means prefix kilo and symbol is K. Next one, 10 power 2, otherwise 10 square. So the prefix of 10 power 2 is hecto and symbol is H. The power of 10, last one is 10 power 1 and prefix is deca. The symbol of deca is DA. So these are the powers of 10, and each and every power of 10 having prefixes and at the same time their own symbols. So power of 10s having prefixes and symbols as same. Below also I mentioned one table, please see there also. Next one, power of 10, 10 power minus 1. The 10 power minus 1 prefix is deci. The symbol of deci is D. Power of 10, second one is 10 power minus 2 and prefix of 10 power minus 2 is deca and symbol is C. Third one, 10 power minus 3. The prefix of 10 power minus 3 is milli and symbol is M. Power of 10, fourth one is 10 power minus 6 and the 10 power minus 6 prefix is micro. The symbol is mu. The symbol is mu. Next one, 10 power minus 9. The prefix of 10 power minus 9 is nano and symbol is N. Next, 10 power minus 12. The prefix of 10 power minus 12 is pico. Pico. The symbol is P. And last one, 10 power minus 15. The prefix of 10 power minus 15 is femto. The symbol of femto is F. So this is the prefixes of power of tens. It is very important. So please learn these two tabular forms and keep it with you in your mind. From last 20 minutes onwards, what we discussed, just I will revise once again the topics. Mass. Mass is the measurement of quantity of matter contained in a body. The SI unit of mass is kilograms. And next one, time. Time is the measurement of duration of events. So this is the definition of the time. Units of time is seconds. Temperature. Temperature is the measurement of hotness of a body. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. And prefixes. Prefixes based on two tabular forms I explained above. So this is the recapitulation of 4 topics what we discussed above. Based on today's class, I would like to give a small assignment for you in last 5 minutes. So please finish it. As I explained above, the concept mass and time and temperature. So here I gave you 2 questions. Write about the mass and write about the time and temperature. So please answer these 2 questions. Here I would like to give a homework for you based on today's class. While class is going on, I explained 2 tabular forms about unit prefixes. So please all of you draw the 2 tabular forms on the white chart and keep it with you. After reopens the school, I will collect that homework. Thank you.